Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol HOOD for Robinhood Inc. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, this will of course be an update. The only two levels we have remaining on the chart are coming from the IPO opening day. We have the low as well as the high. Remember that high did act as significant support for a while, and ultimately this chart has some fairly significant downside developments which have been going on, falling well below the IPO opening lows. So everything that we have in front of us would indicate that this downtrend would continue. If we look at this, it's a clear lower high from what we had in here. We also got a lower low on Friday, meaning that even if there is a little bit of bounce here, we can essentially afford a lower high bounce again to keep us inside of this daily downtrend. So things aren't looking fantastic here inside of Robinhood, and in the post market, it's not like anything's changed. We're 2009 by 2015, right around these lows. So from the daily, we want to know where that lower high is. So that's going to be here at 2365. We also want to know where this sort of flush happened from, and that's abundantly clear on the 30-minute, right? You can see this shelf of support, once broken and firmly closed underneath here, really led to that downside. So all things considered, any bounces, I would expect resistance now at 2175. And again, that would be a clear lower high from that perspective. Any sort of resistance there, so be on the lookout for inverted hammers, be on the lookout for indecision dojis, basically things that make you question, right, the strength of the buyers here. Flip short underneath the lows and look for that rollover at least back down into 20 if that's the upside case. And just as a reminder, if you come on over here, the volume on the options contracts for puts is fantastic. So you can short go via puts. And I'm not entirely sure, I can't remember if this is easy to borrow or hard to borrow on Thinkorswim, but regardless, I'm sure you can locate some shares if you were so inclined to short the shares. So again, really looking for more downside. If we take out the Fibonacci's from the Friday high down to the low, just to give us an idea of some scenarios here, any consolidation that occurs below the 38.2, aka $20.65, it's just a 30-minute bear flag. Look for the breakdown of 20 to get us lower into some, basically we don't have targets underneath us. We're moving into all-time lows. And this is something interesting that we do every now and then, but we don't, I'm certainly not relying on this for finding downside targets. What we can do is come in, we want to grab the other Fibonacci extension tool. So here we go. We'll come in from the breakdown high, and we'll come into the low and then the dead cat bounce high. There we go. And that's going to project some downside targets. Really the ones we're focused on are the 61.8, which is this red line. It's kind of hiding underneath that low bubble there. So let's just throw it on with a horizontal area. So target one would be here around 19 even. Then the 100% extension would be your next target, closer to 16. Okay, so all things considered, a significant amount of downside could be developed if we start gunning for that 100% extension of this overall breakdown from right in here. So hopefully you got the sense today that Robinhood really isn't looking fantastic here. Good increase in volume on the sell side as well from Friday. Just everything is not adding up right now for fishing for new longs. The only way to get involved in this stock to the long side would be if we put in some sort of pattern. So what I could see potentially unfolding would be maybe a inverted head and shoulders breakout up and over this 24. That's if it happens right here, but it could happen further down the line, right? Somewhere down here with a neckline way down here. It would have to be a pattern, structural elements here on the charts at these all-time lows. As of right now, not really seeing the reason to be fishing for a bottom unless we get some sort of pattern. So if you enjoyed the video today or learned anything new, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.